What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown. And we've got the famous 5-12 matchup on tap here between St. Mary's and VCU. This game is being taken place in Albany, New York. So St. Mary's is going to have to travel cross-country for this one, but this is between two teams that have stout defenses. I've been saying teams that have given up only 69 points per game, 68 points per game have been really good defenses. No. St. Mary's only gives up 60, VCU only 62. St. Mary's is coming into this game 26-7, 14-2 in conference, and VCU is 27-7, 15-3 in conference. Let's talk about the St. Mary's team first. So this is a team that obviously is one of the best defensive squads in the nation. They're led by West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Logan Johnson. He's averaging 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, but he averages a steal and half a block. So he's one of the better defenders, especially at the guard position. They block shots, they pressure the ball, they rebound, and they really, really slow this pace down. Some other guys on their team, Aiden Mahaney, 14 points per game. Alex Dukas, 12 points per game. Mitchell Saxon, their center, 11.5 points per game. But this is a team that their resume is actually a lot better than one would expect out of the West Coast Conference. So they beat Gonzaga but lost to them twice. They beat San Diego State. They beat Oral Roberts. They beat Vanderbilt. They beat North Texas by 30. And then they played Houston earlier this year, only lost by 5. You look at the flip side, VCU hasn't really played a single good team this year. They haven't played one top 25 team this year at all. They lost to Memphis by 15. Lost to Dayton but beat them twice, beat Pittsburgh but lost to Arizona State. So this team has not really played anyone that great. But the Rams have one of those Cinderella formulas as well. They force turnovers, they can hit threes, and they're really good defensively as well. And the thing about them is they're very athletic and they're very big. One thing I failed to mention is this is a 2 o'clock game. For St. Mary's, their internal clocks, this is going to be an 11 a.m. game. You hope they would be adjusted by then, but still, I don't know when they're traveling out to Albany. We'll see then. But going back to VCU, this is a team that, like I said, really good defensively. They don't have a lot of great offensive players, but they do have Adrian Baldwin averaging 12.5 points per game, Brandon Johns averaging 11. They are absolutely balanced. They've got 5 players averaging at least 9 and nobody averaging at least 13. So they all equal. They score an equal amount. They have some 40% three-point shooters. They have 2 of them on the roster. And I don't think St. Mary's has played a team like VCU this year. I think VCU matches St. Mary's really well. I think that St. Mary's is so used to trying to slow the pace down, slow the game down, suffocate other teams with their defense, but that's what VCU does too. Now, I can't say VCU's used to it, but they at least are used to a slow pace. They might not used to be the other team being slow, but they slow the pace down as well. This game might not even reach 100 points. I don't know what the over-under for this game is right now, but it can't be anything too crazy. I'm going to try to pull it up right now. What is the over-under of this game? The over-under is 123. So they expect both teams to at least hopefully crack 60. But I think this game could be, I would take the under in that right now. Both of these teams are such a slow team, and both of these teams play great defense. I think I'm going to go upset here. My initial pick is an upset pick for VCU. I think that I don't like St. Mary's in March for some reason. I feel like they never really show up to the point where they should. And I think VCU matches their style too much. I think they'll beat St. Mary's at their own game. I think the thing that scares me is St. Mary's is battle-tested and VCU is not, but that tends to not matter too much in March, at least early on. So give me VCU in an upset in this one. I think it'll be a really close game, though. It's going to come down to the last possession. I think the final score could be like 55-53 or something around there. Comes down to the last possession, and I think VCU gets the final stop to win the game. So give me VCU in an upset. See you in the next one.